It's the two.
We have started the big countdown, and the hour is almost here. But we welcome you to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is very exciting.
Yes.
Tonight, it'll be against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games.
Tell them where I'm from. I make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time, it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
Here's Cousins. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Cousins with the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Spurs do have a beautiful play style, and their offensive numbers show it, Greg. You're right there. One of the most fluid teams I can recall, Clark, in the NBA with their ball movement.
A joy to watch. I mean, they ended up top 5 in shooting percentage last year, as well as top 5 in assists.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Back to Rondo. Dishes it to Gay. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Parker kicks to Leonard. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Duncan dishes to Parker. Leonard attacking, and the shot is good. Leonard's got 6.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Gay outside from deep. Caspi gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
Here's Gay, following the score by Tony Parker. Gay with it. He's picked up by Parker and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Green, lays it up and banks it in.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game. And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
Now here's Green, and right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Gay drives in from down in the low post. It goes. Gay's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Spurs passing it around. Aldridge a screen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
And the Spurs with some changes. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And then for Sacramento, Kufis checked in for Caspi. Bellinelli comes in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Collison. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. Traps in the tray. Collison's got himself on the board with 3 there. We're getting back to Duncan's rebounding. He's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. So both teams changing it up here. .141 left here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Unhindered, going all the way. And here they go. That's good. Simmons got his first 2 points of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Ginobili. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Ginobili's got his second basket.
And no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Simmons. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
And San Antonio has possession after the Kings pick up 2. Here's West. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out. Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Now, here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Diaw. Tim Duncan closing out what's been a remarkable career, a Hall of Fame career.
He really transformed the franchise.
Osmanosa and Duncan, no doubt the long-term face of the Spurs franchise and arguably their best player ever, which brings up the conversation, Greg, of where he stands all-time league-wide.
Well, he's right there. And listen, let's give him a little more credit, man. He's got 5 rings now, you know, having won that championship 2 seasons ago. But look, Kobe's in that category with 5 rings and an MVP as well. So he's an all-time great. I don't know how you rank him, but when you have a conversation about the best ever, Tim Duncan will be in it.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I just like the way they get advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Under the 3 and Diaw the 4. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 down low. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Rondo. Drills the three-pointer. Rondo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A wide-open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Gay passes to Koufos. Green with the block. To the paint, here's Leonard, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
Duncan dishes to Green. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got 3 assists tonight.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Leonard with the steal. Back to Duncan. He feeds it to Aldridge. It's tipped. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard attacking, and he jams it with authority.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
The Kings trail by 11. The pass to Caspi. Now here's McLemore. Tight defense on him. Feeds it to Caspi. Pass to Rondo. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green, and then for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Koufos. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay, and it's Collison in for McLemore. Ginobili kicks to Leonard to the inside. Ripped away. And up the court come the Kings on the break. The pull-up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Collison's got 5 now.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Suns.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
A different look now for San Antonio. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Leonard. And the Kings also making a change. Curry's checked in. Caspi for 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. Parker with no one around. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Curry kicks to Caspi, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just with the doctor ordered us some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Knocks it loose. West passes to Duncan. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for DeMarcus Cousins. 7th in scoring, 9th in rebounding, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spur.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now. Scoring whenever they need him to.
Curry can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 6. Passes to Diaw. Kicks to Simmons. To the right side. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. The shot is off. Great D that time from Curry.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
Out to the right wing. Here's Collison. No good with the wing jumper. And so we wrap up the...
Tony, you guys have seemed to be in a good groove lately. Taking a broader look at the season, what's important?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. The Jets. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, let's go to you. Your opinion on... And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Leonard has been playing really well. 10 points and 3 steals.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Caspi. And it's Rondo in at the point. Green dishes to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge kicks to Duncan, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting, his rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Back to Parker. Aldridge up on top. To the middle. Here's Duncan, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Good. 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And, guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Kufis checked in for Sacramento. And Parker, here we go, to the inside. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Rajon Rondo, guys, really needs to operate in a system that's point guard centric. He needs the ball to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
And the second free throw, good. And for Rondo, he's almost a throwback at the point, fearlessly taking it to the hole, getting knocked down, and getting right back up to fight another round. The thing maybe against him right now is what kind of guy, influence, what is he like on a team? How does he affect it?
That's a great point. And also nowadays in the NBA, there's more of a premium on shooting and spacing. So it's going to be up to Rondo to adjust to that new style. That's going to be the question. Can he make that transition?
Well said. He kicks it to Koufos. Inside. Gay. Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that. But I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Green's got 11 points.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Gay right side. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Parker passes to Green. Aldridge dishes to Duncan. Leonard with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Koufos with the block. Gay kicks to Rondo. Down low. Gay outside. From the arc. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and of course the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Koufos the pass to Gay. Outside for Rondo. He dishes it to Casper. Rebound San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Duncan dishes to Leonard. Outside Aldridge. Back to Leonard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Gay against Parker. Rondo kicks to Gay. Rondo passes to Gay. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Green. Aldridge a screen. To the inside. And he lays it straight in. Aldridge has got his first bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Kings have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Sacramento, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Koufos. Tellinelli comes in for McLemore, and it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Curry's checked in for Casper. Rudy Gay hits them both.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
The Spurs have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That one is no good. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Collison, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 7 points for Collison. And Mills kicks to Diaw. There's the feed to Simmons. The 17-footer. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Spurs lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth. All right, the fourth quarter of action so far with both sides coming to play. Spurs leading by 3. West out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Mills. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Simmons in at the 2 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Ginobili dishes to West. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. West has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. A true competitor in every sense of the word.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
To the middle, here's Gay, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for Sacramento. Caspi, he's checked in for Curry. No coverage that time. And that's now 17 points for Leonard. On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for West. Aldridge comes in for Boris Diaw. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. The Kings trail by 3. Collison with it. He's picked up by Parker. Down low, here's Cousins. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Again, Leonard missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Bellinelli. The dish now to Cousins. Inside. Sacramento moving it around. And Bellinelli kicks to Caspi. Screen by Cousins. Shot clock at 6. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
The Kings trailing, and up the court come the Kings on the break. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And Parker, here we go. That falls, nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game. Deflects the pass. Leonard with the steal. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Great D that time from Collison.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Gay with no one around. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Collison. Soft touch off the glass.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Sacramento also making some changes. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. The Kings have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Rondo. Here's Cousins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane. Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Duncan kicks to Green. Pass to Aldridge. From 13, Leonard, no luck. Sacramento's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. McLemore, the pass to Rondo. This is to Caspi. Cousins with a screen on Aldridge. And Caspi kicks to Gay. Shot is no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Aldridge can't get it to go. Aldridge has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. At the top of the key, Cousins. He feeds it to McLemore. Caspi dishes to McLemore. Gay passes to Cousins. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. .110 left to play here in the fourth. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's good. Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 1. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Leonard. San Antonio leading. Green kicks to Parker. Can't hit from in close.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
McLemore dishes to Rondo. Gay kicks to Caspi. All sorts of time. Money!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Parker against Rondo. Screen by Duncan. Over to the wing. There's the pass to Green. Back to Duncan. Feeds it to Green. Pass to Aldridge. 4 on the shot clock. Green kicks to Duncan. Count it!
Watch out now. Duncan is caught fire.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. In the corner, it's McLemore. Passes it to Rondo. The three won't fall. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. You've got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested three is never an easy shot.
Seconds left in the fourth. Now here's McLemore outside. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out.
David, this was a game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. Right out of the gates, he came out strong, making his first 3 shots and helping establish some offensive rhythm.
There's no question about it. As far as small forwards go, Kawhi Leonard is right up there with the best of them.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoy.